As you guys know, one of my favorite things is trying to find products we've never seen on YouTube. This might be up there. Players Club 97 Premier Edition. Every box includes a 52 to 85 vintage pack, a card from 1909 to 1979, a die cut insert, and a playback inserts. And so just seeing the vintage pack and the vintage card alone make it intriguing. Now we will probably get a pack from 85 baseball and we'll get a, but I think there's a list of some of the vintage cards in the back. So we'll grab that one too, show you guys. This could be a fun one to really see. What do they have? Double layer plastic on this one? Double the protection. They're not messing it around. All right, so I'll show you guys the back because that actually lists the vintage card list. I didn't see Jordan on there, but you do see like Kareem and Wilt. You got, Jim Brown, you got hockey. But again, vintage is a very loose term for value based on what, but a minimum of a $10 book value vintage. So I guess it depends on when it came out. So the pack must be hidden up on the top. So we're going to leave it as is for now. We'll start working on these, seeing what we get for cards in the Premier Edition 1997. Joe Smith, Allen Iverson. So these would be technically considered his rookies, I would think. I think they have the draft picks. Jose Cruz. Well, let's throw Allen up there. I can't imagine we're going to get a ton of them. It's a decent checklist. We might see a few double-ups. We might see a few double-ups today as we go, but... And then you get a die-cut insert per box. There's a Steve Young, Derek Anderson, Hakeem the Dream, Clyde Drexler, and another Jose Cruz. Boy, that was not a smart play on my part. Kind of got stuck on there. Throw it out there just to display some of them as we go. Getting some old product, something we haven't seen, obviously I've never ripped, is always refreshing. Barry Bonds, Davis, Hakeem, and boy, some of these look like they're a little discolored. And we see that helmet again. Steve Young, Derek Anderson, Thornton, Antoine Walker. I guess I should make sure I haven't done that. After we do a couple more here, we're going to have to... Brett Favre. Just throw him right there. Will Vaughn, Algo. Collins, Helms, Thornton, Spook, and Ray Allen. And he'll probably be Barry again. Helms, Collins. So I believe you get one of these per box. Playbacks. Kerry Collins. I'm going to throw them up here just because it is a one per box, just like the die cuts. Supposedly, but before we get too much further, let's see. Say there's a vintage pack in here. Well, I don't see a vintage pack. Did somebody steal our vintage pack? Is it inside one of these other packs? Well, I guess we're going to find out. That would be extremely disappointing. I guess it was double wrapped, and it was the OG wrapping on there from, what is it, Vintage Collectibles or whatever? Staley, Chris, Bobby Jackson, Westbrook. There we go. There's our Kobe. But Brett Favre. Oh, a different picture of Brett Favre there. One with the camera out. St. Jean and Smith. Maybe put the pack inside a pack. Another Brett Favre. Scottie Pippen. Orlando Pace and Clyde Drexler. You can see kind of some of the letters are faded off there. Dylan, Foyle, Billups, Russell, and another Ray Allen. Vaughn, Alonzo Mourning, work done. Marbury was quite the pack. Oh, there's our card. Mercer, so they did sneak it in here. Now we just got to find that pack. Marcus Camby, Tracy McGrady. For your Jazz, Pete Maravich. That is a pretty good looking card. Grab that sleeve. I'm pretty happy with that one for the PC for sure. I mean, that's a beautiful card. That is gorgeous. Now, we're just looking for our vintage pack. I don't know how they would have a pack inside one of these packs. That part I'm a little more leery on. Raheem, Kittles, Emmett Smith. We'll give him a spot up there. Tony Gonzalez. Again, kind of disappointing to see this flaking off here. But, yeah, how many know Tony as the Rips basketball player? Brett Favre again. Emmett and Camby. At least that Kobe is in great shape. At least we didn't get that one to be damaged at all. Allen Iverson. Again, that one is a little bit on there. Another Tony G. Orlando Pace. That's unfortunate. Deuce Staley, Ike Hilliard, Troy Aikman. Show him off at the end, I guess. Russell and Tracy McGrady. Still haven't got our die cut yet. Joe Smith, Knight, Taylor, Sharif Rahim, Phillips Walker. Well, you can't even read that because it's so much peeled off on my end. Troy Davis, Mourning, Peyton Shear, Collins, Troy Aikman, the foil's getting me. Ripping fatigue is setting in. Kerry Wood, Joe Smith, Hines Van Horn, Deuce Staley, Jackman, another Allen Iverson. That one's looking a lot better again. Matt Drews. So what are we thinking? I don't think we're getting a vintage wax pack inside one of these packs. We're going to get a bunch of Favres, though. We haven't seen our die cut yet. I think that's supposed to be one per box. It's there. One die cut insert. Private Knight, Pip, dice. Some packs got to get us. Corey Dillon. There it is. Daryl Russell. And our die cut Westbrook. I'm going to throw it in a sleeve because that's a one per box. Throw it in a one-touch for you guys. I'm just going to throw it over there. Well, I guess I'll show you guys that card now, because it is one. There is a Kobe, and I'm sure that Kobe, I mean, if that Kobe's in good shape, I'm sure it would be pretty good too. I do like the little picture in there, except the Kobe one has the same thing. Russell, nice clean die cut. You guys tell me this. Where's our vintage pack? Horn, Van Horde, Van Drews. Where is our vintage pack? Bobby Jackson, Pippen, Marbury. This is an outrage. Redemption? Is it a redemption for a pack? Let's see what these are. Let's look at the box. Let's sweat it out for a minute since we're not seeing it, but did it say something? Well, unless it's the T206 Wagner card, do you think Scoreboard will get me that still? I wonder if that redemption is for that pack. If it's for the Honus Wagner, that'd be the greatest hit of all time to never receive. You have received a Players Club redemption card. Entitles you to... I'm doing a redemption on a 97 Scoreboard Players Club box, by the way. This is craziness. The Vintage Wax Pack identified on the reverse side of this card. Read below the... Here, I just did that to you guys, and we got to go to the reverse side. 80 Topps football. You know, I did not see anywhere about redemptions on there. This has got to be one of the oldest redemptions in sports card history. Am I wrong or am I wrong? Let me know, you guys. This is craziness. This is craziness. I don't even know what to think. 80, well, first of all, before I even get off, I'm going to look up what 80 Topps. I don't need to do a review. $1980 Topps. I mean, what are they? $50? $40? Yeah, well, I mean, if they're graded, I guess. But anyways, I guess we are out of luck. Should we send this to the address listed to Scoreboard? I don't know much about Scoreboard anymore, but who are the top football rookies from 19... I'm just blabbing now. I'm blabbing because we found ourselves a redemption unexpectedly. All right. Well, that's it. I'm out of here. I'm going to go send this and mail it to the address listed on the back in New Jersey. We'll see what happens. All right. You guys have a good one. We got a Kobe. We got a Pete Maravich. This alone was worth the rip, if you're asking me. So, a great one for my vintage basketball PC. You guys have a good one. We'll see you later.